Hello, people, and we're going to talk about Cardano, Solana, SNEK, BONK, and meme coins. But let's actually go over that the altcoin bullrun may have just been started by Cardano and Solana. All the altcoins are going up, and Cardano and Solana has gone up the most. Cardano is up the most the last 24 hours at a clip of almost 20%, 18.91, and Solana is following at 10.59. AVAX and others are also doing very, very well, and that is chipping into Bitcoin dominance. On CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin dominance is down to 52.7, giving up the gains that it actually has received over the last few days. So, in the last few days now, since alts have a couple of days to actually get a breather, it's actually flipped the script on Bitcoin. Has actually gone up as a percentage more than Bitcoin, led by things like Cardano and Solana, and there are several others like Chainlink at 10%, DOT at 7%, Matic at 7%, VeChain I believe at 6%, ICP at 6%. So many of these have gone up just as much, if not more, than Bitcoin now that things have caught up. And Cardano and Solana is leading, but that's because their TVL has gone way, way up too. You can see Cardano's TVL pretty much at an all-time high, not just a local high, an all-time high at 369. Solana has gained over 800 million in TVL. So people are locking in more money. And Solana is at 866. Not really its all-time high, still about a tenth of its all-time high, but it's going in the right direction. And we know that when TVL goes up, overall, that price goes up as well. Now, I do think it'll be a while before people start locking more actually SOL into the system. Solana's TVL is going up mainly because price is like rising so much. Cardano's TVL is rising mainly because of price as well. But also, overall, like the ADA, the amount of ADA being locked in, as you can see, is going up. So to me, Cardano's TVL looks more healthy than Solana's TVL because people are actually locking more coins in rather than just like taking maybe even some coins out and not locking them in and just waiting for the price to go up. So I think Cardano's TVL will continue to go up because the community seems to have a lot of confidence in ADA. And I think like as that builds, more and more people are going to get into it. More and more people are going to lock up at things like MinSwap, their new CDP. So the TVL is going to continue to rise for Cardano, which will have kind of like a rolling effect or a downhill rolling effect, snowball effect, as you will, of even more lock-ins and even more money in Cardano. They've also expanded in terms of like partnerships. And of course, they basically have a pretty decent DeFi ecosystem and a good governance system that they're actually basically working on with Voltaire. And they are very, very decentralized because they have a bunch of nodes and none of those nodes have over 1 or 2% power in voting. And Vitalik is trying to copy that with Ethereum. And I think Charles, despite all his rants, he is getting a lot of noticeability and recognition online. And I do think like him repeating that, Ethereum is basically trying to copy Cardano right now is actually working in Cardano's favor. So Cardano, that's probably why Cardano's up 20%. Might it go for a small retrace? Yes, but it could actually go even higher. It just pushed past 50 cents. So the thing is, if it goes under 50 again, then probably you should buy if you want to buy Cardano because right now it seems like it has a lot of bullish momentum behind it. I'm sure Charles will pull off some other stunt in speaking or something, or like online on Twitter, and that's gonna boost it up even more. This is like he's one of those things where like as long as people are focused on it, regardless of the reason, even if I don't like it sometimes, he's gonna get more people to buy it because like whenever they have some kind of like milestone or something, like people will know about it and they'll get excited about the coin. And I guess during a bull market, that's what really matters a lot. Plus, like they have done a lot of improvements. A lot of the stuff they wanted to come out with, whether it's Shelley, Gauguin, Basho, or Voltaire, it's all coming to fruition. And the protocol works. The EUTXO, it works, but that's why Vitalik's trying to copy it, but he's not going to be all that successful in copying it. Because Ethereum is very burdensome. It's hard to change anything on Ethereum in a very fast or even moderately fast amount of time. The changes on Ethereum have always been and always will be very, very slow. Solana, I mean, the speed is just attracting a lot of people. Their UI is quite a bit of a step above everyone else. And the ease of use of the UI is very, very important in crypto. Crypto engineers and developers, they really, really need to understand that UI is a very important part of the game, and they need to actually play on that. Because some of the UIs I've tried, they're god awful, but Solana's UI is actually quite good. So that'll draw people to use it. Plus the cheap transactions and the fast transaction times, they can handle several thousand TPS and probably even more with FireDancer. If they can manage to not go down during the bull run, I think they'll gain a lot of trust and they can have a lot of growth on chain. The TVL growth is a little bit concerning because people aren't locking in more Solana even as prices go up, which means they're not more confident in Solana itself. But if you add liquid staking, I do believe Solana does quite a bit better in that regard, although the amount of Solana locked still is not really going up that much. It looks like a better graph when you include liquid staking. So that's the thing about that. Now, why do I say that SNEK and BONK will skyrocket? Well, it's because of interactions and social media interactions. I do think it's going to be these memes that actually go up the most in these, it's going to be the memes that probably go up the most in terms of ROI percentage-wise, mainly because they start small, but the social interactions and the trends really favor the memes on, at least on Cardano for SNEK and probably Solana for BONK. How can I tell? I mean, I can just tell from my Twitter, basically. The tweets I tweet out for my regular videos and regular updates, they are nothing compared to Cardano and the SNEK tweets I tweet out, and the other meme coin tweets I tweet out. Those are the ones getting the most viral spread, and viral spread is so very important for pumping coins. I get so many replies on SNEK, on and any other meme stuff I tweet out. So basically, if you look at that, best way to buy SNEK is to buy Cardano and then swap at MinSwap. You already have I just tweeted this out 53 minutes ago, 513 views, 41 likes, 8 retweets. And of course, if I look at my regular tweets and my regular videos, you get 1-200 views, 2 likes, and maybe 1 or 2 retweets. And some of them, some of the older ones you can see on my on some of my older tweets, when I say seems like SNEK and LoonC have more rabid followers than most other crypto topics. 12 retweets, 3.2k views, 90 likes, and when I tweeted the SNEK video, 4.8k views, 205 likes, 104 retweets. And of course, anything with SNEK is going insane. When I just tweet about Bitcoin ordinals, even though that's a hot topic, 3 likes, 1 retweet, 1 comment. But all the SNEKs, all the stuff with SNEK, with BONK, or with any other basically meme coin, when I tweeted about Doge, 1.1k views, and a bunch of retweets as well. So the virality of these meme coins is just far above basically anything else. Given, if you take that, plus the fact that they actually start off really, really low in market cap, that has a lot of potential. Because, memes just get talked about a lot. And yes, there's degenerate gamblers that want to gamble on meme coins, and you can say, well, that's not very good. But here's the thing, when degenerate gamblers gamble in on meme coins that are being discussed, that's when they go up. So this is why I think throwing a couple $100 in the meme coin market isn't a bad idea, especially on these off meme coin markets that aren't on ERC, because they are growing. And of course, that's going to benefit the ecosystem as well, because you have people using MinSwap to actually swap for SNEK, and that will actually get them to use MinSwap. That's another side benefit. It gets people familiar with the DeFi ecosystem. Yes, you can get it on MEXC, although I don't know if that works in the United States. But if you're in the United States where there's restrictive regulations on what coins you can actually buy, and people see these coins going up, they're going to stop using the CEX and start exploring what a DEX is. And that could actually be very good for the industry overall, because to get people involved in these ecosystems, you need to get people involved in the DEX. And we know that crypto, like all investing, is driven by greed. So the thing is, since they're greedy, they're willing to explore and they're willing to try out new things. They might have been stuck on Coinbase before, but they're like, hey, Coinbase doesn't have this coin that's going up 50, 60%. So they will actually go to MinSwap. They're going to go to whatever that swap on Cardano is. I think it's like on Solana is. I think it's like Jito or something. Well, Jito is actually not a swap, but like whatever this swap on Solana is, they will actually try to, they will definitely like go use those swaps, and that'll get people familiar with the ecosystem, which may lead some of them to actually lock in value in terms of TVL inside the ecosystem. So like, you know, the swaps, like the meme coins do actually have a purpose. It's not like, oh, just degenerate gambling. They could be a very crucial part of what grows the ecosystem in the end, because the best way to get people to actually use the DEX is, you know, to play on their greed, and their greed will actually lead them to actually use our DEX for more and more purposes. Once they get comfortable from using the DEX, they can leave some of the CEXs behind, go to the DEX. And that's one of the ways that we can actually pilfer people off of Bitcoin and get people less dependent on Bitcoin for the crypto market. Because a lot of times, you know, if you go through the primary exchanges, a lot of people will actually buy Bitcoin, try to trade for other coins. But, you know, if they learn how to use a DEX, you know, they don't really have to do that. They can just buy directly with USD, Cardano, and then swap it for SNEK or whatever, or SNEK or like MinSwap or whatever. So it is a gateway for people to stop depending on like a couple of coins for a gateway to everything and just use the primary ecosystem coins. And that would help the ecosystem a lot. And that would also help decouple crypto from Bitcoin or Ethereum a lot. And that's what crypto needs to do. Each coin should move on its own, and it should not follow Bitcoin for its movement. Now, that's already started to happen a little bit because of Tether and other stable coins, obviously, eating up some of the Bitcoin liquidity. That's why Bitcoin's dominance has come down every single cycle, from like a high of 90 to 70 and now to 50. I think it's going to top out around 52, 53, maybe around 55 this time around, because these coins are rising. And, you know, like these meme coins are doing part of the job by making people go directly to the DEXs, and generally you won't use Bitcoin at all at these DEXs because Bitcoin doesn't really have much of a DEX ecosystem, ordinals not included, of course. So like these meme coins, they do have some benefit to the ecosystem, and ROI-wise, I do think they will beat all these other coins out because of the viralness and the trending on social media. And unfortunately, investing in crypto, and you know, I think like a lot of investing overall is going to be driven by social media as more and more people get their news from these sources, and they tweet and retweet and, you know, post on YouTube, post on Instagram about these things. More and more people are going to listen. I mean, this is what our world has devolved into. With social media, everyone gets a lot of news and a lot of information through them, and there's going to be people that take advantage of that, obviously. But, you know, it's also kind of a tool for me to see like what's trending. And when I see something that's trending, you know, I might want to look at it and see if people are actually buying it. And if people are buying it, I might want to buy a little bit of it just to cash in on that. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.